Okay, let's start. Oh yeah, I actually want to try something out. Not sure if this is even gonna work, but I kind of want to draw kind of like a profile pic kind of image. Hey, hello LPS Sparkle. Okay, but I think I should still just
Hi.
do the upper body first. Yeah, I probably won't be drawing a full body today. Oh yeah, I guess like even though it's not a full body, there are still some important landmarks that are kind of important to have to I guess just keep track of. Oh yeah, yesterday I encountered an image about ikigai, which is actually something I haven't heard about in a long time. Like I think I first heard about ikigai back in I think when I was 13 probably, when I got into self-improvement and stuff. And it's basically like a Japanese principle of how to be really satisfied in life. Basically how to find like a job or like I guess an occupation that would really satisfy you in life. So ikigai has actually I don't even know if it's I gotta look it up. Yeah, it's ikigai. So like there are like four parts to it. Yeah, it's basically about how to find a job that fulfills you and that you don't hate, so that you don't end up like these people in I mean it's less a tutorial but more like a I guess a guide, just a general principle, so that you don't end up like those
Did Ro really find the tutorial for life?
so that you then don't end up like these 40 years olds working an office job for their entire life and having a midlife crisis, like crashing out and stuff like that. Yeah. So like there are four components. Like the first one is obviously money, but so the four aspects are like something that makes you money, something that you are good at, something that you actually like doing, and also like something that's useful for the world. And like to have a job that is really satisfying, you need to have all four elements. Like even if one of them are missing, it's still not gonna feel very good. But speaking of, I think I drew the head way too big. Yeah, I think like starting things out is always the hardest. So like for example, if you are good at something and it also brings you money, well, that's just gonna be a job. You're still gonna be kind of unsatisfied with your job because you don't like it. And for example, if it's something that you're good at and that also satisfy you and that's also useful for the world, but it doesn't make you any money, then yeah, you're gonna just not have money. So that's also bad. And if it's something that you're not good at, but you like doing and it's also like making you money, you're gonna be like those people with imposter imposter syndrome and just constantly feel like you're not good enough. Like to be honest, I'm not I'm not sure how. I mean, I guess this principle kind of makes sense, but I'm not sure how to really achieve it. Oh yeah, I also finished watching the season 1 of Dandadan, and I feel like maybe I missed an episode or something, but I watched until episode 12, which I believe is the last episode. But like it just ended in the middle of an arc, which was really weird. Maybe I missed an episode or something. But anyways, I guess I just feel kind of. Yeah, I guess I'm just really not sure what to really do in life. I mean, I guess it also makes sense. Like, I have never even worked a single day in my life. So I'm sure it's also normal to just not know what I really want to do. But yeah, I do want to do something that satisfy me. Oh yeah, actually something that really something that actually inspired me to start this channel was actually a Minecraft video. Yeah, like there are actually nowadays a lot of Minecraft channels that are just they put a gameplay in the background, but they don't really talk about Minecraft. They actually just talk about their life. They talk about other stuff while Minecraft is playing in the background, basically. Oh yeah, I also thought that I think like I think from an a viewer perspective, I think it's probably kind of weird that my I mean I think it wouldn't even be as bad. Oh yeah, absolute cinema. That scene, I don't know if that meme originally came from JJK, but like the most popular version of the
I'm
meme.
already getting the flashbacks of the absolute cinema meme.
Oh yeah, I also kind of want to know what's the deal with pirate software. I feel like I want to talk about all sorts of stuff. But yeah, like Sukuna doing like his domain expansion and like with the text absolute cinema. That one, that one I think is the most popular version of the meme. Yeah, like it's also kind of weird because
Water.
like when I'm using a an avatar, there is no way to really indicate that I'm like doing other stuff. Like someone using a webcam, you're just able to see when they're drinking water. But like I guess with an avatar, the only thing you can hear is the sound of it, which is kind of funny now that I think about it. But yeah, I guess like a problem is that my voice does not match my avatar, or at least like that's not what people usually expect. Like when they see like a really cute avatar like this, they don't expect like a guy with a super deep voice. I think it might even be better if my voice was like I think even like a man using a cute girl avatar wouldn't really be a problem if like say his voice is not as deep as mine, for example. Like I feel like my voice is just pretty deep. So like when people hear my voice but with this avatar, they are kind of like I guess it's kind of there's kind of a mismatch. I think maybe that's I think maybe that's also the problem because I actually get multiple comments saying that, and like honestly I don't really have a problem using using like a guy, a male VTuber avatar, but I do want something that looks good. Like some I think if I want to design my own VTuber avatar, I think I don't want it to look like my profile pic. I want to keep my profile pic, but I also don't. I think I also don't want to turn my profile pic into a VTuber model. Yeah, I want to keep using like VTuber models that don't look like my profile pic because I feel like my profile pic is not. Yeah, I just don't want to turn it into an avatar. Oh yeah, also yeah, I gotta check if then is over. Because maybe I missed a few episodes. Yeah, I don't think that was the end of it. Like episode 12. Like that scene was also really weird. Oh yeah, I also didn't study today because I went to school. Like I feel like whenever I go to school, I'm just way too tired.
Basically, you don't want to look like those generic VTuber channels.
Well, what even is a generic VTuber channel? I think a generic VTuber channel is uh
A black-haired anime grill W/hollow eyes, deadpan face with a lame shirt.
oh, hello Onigiri Bite. But I think your description is actually atypical of a VTuber channel. Yeah.
Then no one would question your voice.
Yeah, honestly, like, yeah, that's a good point. I feel like if my avatar looks depressed, yeah, like, say my avatar looks depressed, I think in that case, having a VTuber model wouldn't
Hat
be a
orange
problem.
whistling.
Oh yeah, also I really like Okarun's transformed like look. Like he looks so cool when transformed. Like Okarun from Dan Dan Dan. Oh, but anyways, yeah, like that's actually a good point. I think the problem is also that my VTuber model just looks super cheerful and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess you would expect a super high pitched anime girl voice to go along with my model. But like instead, I guess you just get something completely different from what you would expect. Oh yeah, also pirate software. Like I'm like his name is so funny. Like with a name like that, you would expect him to be like involved in piracy or stuff like that. You would expect him to be like a torrent pro, like knowledgeable in the ways of pirating games and torrenting and downloading from illegal websites. But he's actually just like, oh, hello, Big Z Draws. Yeah, like pirate software is probably the most
Hey, you're amazing at
misleading.
this. Have a good night.
Okay, so like pirate software is probably the most misleading name since OpenAI. Yeah, like, bro, what the fuck is with that name? Like, he is super anti-piracy. Like, why the fuck?
IFR was watch his streams because I wanted to pirate Ultra Kill once.
Like, what the fuck do you call yourself pirate software if you are like against piracy? Just like OpenAI, who is like it's the least open AI company, but like they call themselves OpenAI. Like it's not even open source. But yeah, like he is. I guess he's involved in like a controversy recently, and I'm not sure what. But like whenever I look him up on YouTube, the first result I get is pirate software is using a voice changer. Like, oh yeah, and like from what I've heard, his audience is also just middle-aged woman. So, but like that's not even the most important part. But like it's pretty weird because I've seen a lot of like guys with very deep voice and people accusing them of using a voice changer. But I'm pretty sure that it's just normal. It's just their normal voice. Oh yeah, actually I think if I used like a Gura voice changer, if I used my old Gura voice changer, I wouldn't have any problem. But I do want to use my real voice. Yeah, I think the problem is really my voice doesn't not match my avatar. And that's causing people to just be like, what the fuck? Like why is he using a cute anime girl avatar with a super deep voice? I think if I used like an e-boy avatar, no one would have a problem with that. But also, I wasn't able to find an e-boy avatar that actually looks good. Like maybe I actually need to commission myself one, but I actually don't want to use. I don't. I think I don't want to turn my profile pic into a VTuber model. Oh yeah, but back to like generic VTubers. I think like ironically a black haired girl is like the exact opposite of a generic VTuber because like every VTuber has like multicolored hair and like especially a lot of like female avatar have really jiggly boobs and just super flashy. So like a VTuber model that's not flashy is actually like I guess pretty unique. Oh god, the face at this angle is so difficult. Oh yeah, but I'm also in a pretty good mood today. I think it's maybe because I finally went outside, and yeah, because I went to school today. So, oh yeah, today is also Chinese New Year. That's also pretty good. Uh oh yeah, VTuber. Oh yeah, maybe it's also because like I actually talked with friends at school.
They have the pride flag as their hair and water balance as chest.
Lol. Yeah, like they're kind of flashy. Yeah, like but I guess I just want to be able to use to like keep experimenting with different models without changing my profile pic all the time. Because I feel like a lot of VTuber they when they build their like entire brand, I guess that's the word for it, around their VTuber model, they're just stuck with that appearance or that kind of design. And if they want to change it, it's only minor changes like new costume design or like new hairstyle. They can't just completely change everything. But for me that's the whole appeal of using a VTuber avatar is that you can just change anything at your own whim. You know, like whim, and you just change your appearance to something completely different. That's what I like about VTuber avatars. Because, for example, I've been growing my hair since. Yeah, I think I've been growing my hair for like 9 months already. And like it's it just takes so long to like grow your hair out. But like with a VTuber avatar, you can just change your hair length at will. So like that's kind of the appeal. So I don't want to lock myself in with a just a particular appearance. So yeah, like I'm also not really attached to the model I have right now. Like I'm open to just change to something else if I find something that looks better. But yeah, I guess I haven't really explored because I have seen quite a few like male VTuber models, but they are all made by like I guess they are all made by like female artists. So like I guess they just don't look that great to me. I guess the way like women see men is kind of different from how like men see men, if that makes sense. I guess it's also like the style. it just like they just clearly look like they come out of a shoujo manga kind of look. And I guess I don't really like that kind of look. I don't know why, but I just can't get this face to look good. I think maybe I'd need to like adjust this part a little bit. But like I do want my VTuber avatars to have horns, if that's possible. For some reason I just like designs with horns. Or just something with something on the head. I'm not sure why I like these kind of designs so much. Fuck, I'm struggling way too much today. Oh yeah, there's also another anime I started watching. This one is a romance. I guess rom-com. Like romance comedy. And I guess I kind of like it. It's called Pseudo Harem. Like it's pretty light-hearted. Yeah, I also checked out the manga. Oh, hello, Silver Comet.
Oh, I read that mango.
Yeah, Pseudo Harem is pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Oh yeah, also I saw that Bleach returned. Like I didn't even notice it, but like the Bleach anime finally started airing again. And I remember that back when I read the final chapters of Bleach, it was just so confusing. Because like I forgot the name of the antagonist now, but like he got so powerful that I just didn't understand how Ichigo was able to win. Like I guess the wins kind of
Yes,
just
it was going to,
started
especially
feeling
when they were
unbelievable.
continuing with the manga.
So, but yeah, I still finished it. I mean, like, even if. I mean, there was an in story explanation for it.
Oh, that's easy to explain.
But I guess also Ichigo doesn't seem super powerful in the story. Also because we just always see other characters fighting. So he doesn't actually get a lot of screen time. And when he does, he also doesn't dominate. Like I guess we just don't really get the impression, or at least I didn't get that impression that he is super powerful. So like it just felt like he suddenly got a power up, which like even though there was like a like a in in story explanation, I still just find it unbelievable. It's like in JJK.
Okay, so Ichigo was able to exceed Aizen power and deal a fatal blow to him. But the Hachioku responded by helping Aizen evolve, but before he can Kisu trap activated, sealing him.
Yeah, but also like Aizen, he literally planned Ichigo's entire life. So I don't know. I just don't like if such a smart character couldn't plan all of this beforehand. It's like I guess also in Gravity Fall, like every power scaler is wanking Bale's cipher beyond proportion. But like someone who is literally all knowing and all seeing, I just don't find it really believable that he can really be defeated. Because especially like Aizen, he's like he literally planned Ichigo's entire life. So so it's pretty weird for him to not have accounted that. And also like just like for example, JJK actually I feel like handled this pretty well because they actually like had Gojo fight Sukuna first. I guess like Bale's Cipher or like Aizen getting defeated kind of feels like if they sent Yeah, like honestly,
He
I don't
honestly
know.
would have won, but Ichigo Dangai form was something he didn't account for at all, considering they had a technique which was secret.
Okay, I feel like I'm just stuck in on this part. Oh well, maybe I should just try drawing something else. But honestly, I think I'm still gonna watch the anime, just because of how good the animation is apparently, and also like they keep talking about how good the sound design is. So I guess that's also worth checking out. Oh yeah, and also something that was really annoying in Fairy Tale, and was also kind of the reason I stopped reading it, was also that they just kept presenting like super powerful enemies, and like at first it seems like nothing the protagonists do, none of the attacks actually work. But then they just suddenly get a power up out of nowhere and win.
Yeah, best to rewatch it. Honestly, a few of the fillers are good, except the bad bark. It's only good near the end.
Yeah, like I always like to watch stuff with good animation. Like even really mid series, I would still watch them if they have good
Okay, that
animations.
is true for Fairy Tale.
Yeah, like fair. I guess Bleach is really nothing compared to Fairy Tale in that regard. Like Fairy Tale was just stupid, I guess. Like I guess when they went to the island, I think that was like the first mission. When Gray and Natsu went to like the island, and they were like freeing up a frozen monster from like a big chunk of ice. That one, like at least that one, the monster was actually dead, so they couldn't have freed it. I feel like that was the only arc that actually made sense. But like all the other ones are just like so so stupid, because they literally have just zero chance of winning, but then they suddenly get like a random power up. Yeah, that one was actually good, I guess. Because when I was watching that,
Yeah, I remember that episode. The ice was actually his teacher.
yeah, like it was Gray's teacher and also like the bad guy's teacher. I guess like when I was watching it, I was just wondering how they're gonna beat the monster that's gonna come out. Yeah, like I also watched that shit when I was a kid.
Mal, I don't remember fairy tale plot. Wasn't that like 10 years ago?
I guess I'm just still seething about it.
A questionable teacher, but his teacher nonetheless.
Lol, I think I just didn't.
Okay, what was the Mystigan slash Jello thing?
I think I just forget all about it. I dropped before I could get any answer, but I think at that point I just stopped caring. But I think maybe a Silver Comet has the answer. Oh yeah, I guess the ribcage is somewhere over here.
Oh yeah, basically Mystogan was from an opposite world of fairy tale. While Jello resides the Earthland.
Damn, I seem to have to forgotten all about this.
Yeah, ain't gonna rewatch it. Too many episodes.
Oh yeah, but did Mavis even get unsealed? Like like when I stopped, she was still trapped in the crystal, but like they just kept teasing about her appearance. Like they just kept showing her in the crystal. I guess I also stopped caring about it. Oh, that's good. Actually, I don't even know like what the character is like.
Yeah, she did have a good ending. Frosh best character.
Like I forgot what's his name, but I think the Iron Dragon Hunter. Maybe that's what who he is. But like his aesthetic was pretty cool. I forgot his name though. Okay, I think somewhere somewhat like this. Oh yeah, and something that's also so weird is that Fairy Tail got a reboot of some kind. Because I remember reading like the first chapter of a new Fairy Tail manga, and it kind of started with Wendy showing up to the guild, and that was the first chapter. And yeah, that was so weird.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I was like, didn't it end?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a reboot or just like an alternative universe thing. But yeah, that was pretty strange.
Well, that would be the 100-year quest.
A 100-year quest. No, that's an entirely new series. Like that's not Fairy Tail anymore. That's literally like a new project.
Wait, what? That didn't happen to my recollection. Though there is Eden Zero, the author of Fairy Tail made that.
But like I heard that the author of Fairy Tail, like Fairy Tail is his second series, but like in his first series, a lot of characters died. So like that's like according to a lot of people, that's why he decided to not kill anyone in Fairy Tail.
No, it's another story for Fairy Tail. I just said 100-year quest because the name is damn long.
Oh damn. Oh well, but I think like when people are talking about power of friendship, they are usually talking about Fairy Tail. Because actually I feel like this issue is not as prevalent in other series. Like I feel like even in Naruto, it's power of friendship doesn't really happen that much. But yeah, that just goes to show how big Fairy Tail is. But yeah, I think it kind of gave just anime, like shonen anime, a really bad rep.
A read
Yeah, and like to be honest, I can't really think of a really obvious power of friendship moment in other shonen manga. But yeah, like Naruto also got a reboot. I guess not a reboot, but just a sequel with Boruto. But and I tried watching it, but like it just felt so different that I kind of just didn't want to continue.
Not wrong.
Yeah, lol.
Couldn't watch Black over, else I'd go deaf.
Yeah, he was yelling a lot. I forgot his name. Is Astra or Asta? But he was yelling a lot in like the first episodes or so. But yeah, I also didn't keep going with Black Clover. But I've also decided to just be more open-minded once again. Oh yeah, the Magi, like with Alibaba and Sinbad.
The Magi series has been on my PTW for so long, Elmao.
Yeah, like I read the manga. That series is so good. At least the manga. I feel like the anime just didn't end maybe. But yeah, the manga was really good.
Yet I would like for Magi to make a comeback.
Yeah, honestly.
At this point, I might as well read the manga.
I think there's pretty much no hope for the anime to finish adapting the manga.
Chew it honestly, I will myself.
But yeah, honestly, it's one of the better shonen series. Oh yeah, there's also a series that I wanted to watch. It's about a demon king becoming a streamer. Yeah, it's also pretty funny. I've seen at least two anime where the synopsis is about like streaming and becoming a VTuber. Like that just feels pretty funny. But I guess that just shows the current social trend. Yeah, like a lot of kids also want to become VTubers. Oh damn, which one?
I remember when Fall Guys was referenced in a manga when it was in its peak.
Okay, I feel like the placement of the hand should just be like around here. Okay. Oh, but yeah, do people even still play Among Us nowadays? I feel like I haven't really heard about it outside the memes. But I don't feel like people actually play it. But I still see people play other games like Elden Ring. Yeah, like even so many years after Elden Ring's release, people still play it. But like honestly, I think I should also play Elden Ring again because I have actually never really beat the game without summoning. Yeah, I remember like joining Elden Ring's Discord just to get just to get people to beat bosses for me because I was too bad at the game. So yeah, I think I have never beaten even a single boss without cheesing or like just getting friends to help. Oh yeah, one thing that's also frustrating was like dragons, because like dragon fights, a lot of people are not prepared for dragon fights. So like whenever I needed to defeat a dragon, I had to like
Lol.
get people from Discord to help me beat the dragon. But yeah, like invading was kind of fun. Although like afterward people just less and less people were playing. So like it was just hard to find someone to invade. Like I feel like I was pretty good at PvP, but like against like in PvE I have zero chance.
Yeah, got a call for backup sometimes.
Yeah, but I was calling for backups all the time. I literally can't defeat a single boss on my own.
I did it for Monster Hunter when I was having difficulty with an elder dragon.
But yeah, I guess invading other players is also kind of a social activity. I remember I was just so stressed the first time I invaded another player's world, and I got killed almost immediately. But like afterward, I just started getting better and better. And I guess like the most fun I have is when I fight against multiple players at once and actually somehow winning. Like I guess it also kind of gives me a feeling of satisfaction that is similar to like griefing someone else's space. Except like in this case, it's actually not bad. It's not actually a bad thing. Oh yeah, maybe I should draw the rest of the head first. Oh yeah, I also remember like when I first unlocked the arena, like the Colosseum. Like the first time I unlocked it, I was just playing in the Colosseum until like 5 in the morning. And back then I was just using Dragon's Breath. Yeah, back then like using Dragon's Breath was pretty OP. So like just using Dragon Breath pretty much allowed me to win like 90% of the time. Oh yeah, but also the DLC is Like the difficulty in the DLC is just massive. Because also because I play on a low level account for Invasion. My account is like level 125, I believe. Because that's the ideal range to get. That's the ideal level range to get the most invasions. But. And I was also just playing the DLC with that account. But like, the DLC is so difficult. Because they already assume that you are like level 500 or stuff like that. So yeah, like the DLC was hard. And I think I didn't finish it. I probably need to like level up. Or like just use another account. Like create a new account that's not for Invasion. Oh yeah, but there was also like another. I've actually encountered quite a few like male VTubers with a female avatar. But I feel like they don't really have a problem because their voice are not nearly as deep as mine. So I guess people don't get that instant shock when they hear their voice. Oh, and also maybe because I'm using a very cute avatar. Because at least like the one of the male VTuber I saw, he wasn't using like a very, I guess, sexy witch avatar with like a, yeah, also just very big boobs and stuff like that. So I guess uh hearing like a voice of a guy coming out of that mouth is not as shocking as hearing my voice coming out of like this super cutesy avatar. And also because like his voice is not as deep as mine. His voice is like, yeah, actually I don't know how like among male VTubers how deep my voice is compared to theirs. But I feel like quite a few male VTuber voices that I've heard are not as deep as mine. Like there are even boyfriend experience VTubers. And like these boyfriend experience VTubers are supposed to have like a deep voice. But like
Give it a try.
like
Face blue smiling.
I feel like
Face
even
blue smiling.
my voice
Face
is even
blue
deeper.
smiling.
Oh lol. Yeah, I could try it. Like just get a sexy female avatar. Yeah, I feel like maybe that wouldn't be as shocking to people watching. Because I guess my current avatar with my voice is like seeing Chad with a Hello Kitty shirt and a Hello Kitty phone case. Yeah, like a Giga Chad with a Hello Kitty phone case. That kind of stuff. So like there's just a really big mismatch. But like if you see like a guy with a very sexy girl poster, I feel like that wouldn't be nearly as shocking. Oh yeah, there was like Onigiri, you're like when you talked about a depressed black-haired girl, like that was really spot on because I think I also saw another male VTuber with exactly that kind of look. Like I will post him. I will post his channel on Discord if I find him, but yeah, he had like black eyes, like really dark eye bags uh and like his avatar just looks really depressed. And he is also a male VTuber, but like the VTuber avatar is a girl. Yeah, maybe I can try new avatars. Alright, time for the hair. I gotta stop fixing the face. I feel like I'm having a lot of difficulty with faces today. Not sure why though. Oh hey, hello, Exovoid. Maybe kind of like this.
Face green smiling.
I mean, like the solution that would take the least amount of effort is to just use a voice changer and like go back to using Gura's voice. But like I'm also just way too comfortable using my own voice now. I don't wanna I don't wanna use a fake voice. Oh yeah, there is also another VTuber called uh armchair something. Armchair theorist or something like that. Like he is a his avatar is just a chair. Like a sentient chair. Alright, the head is way too big. Oh yeah, also Fauna is pretty good in Holocure. And like Gura is pretty bad. I guess that also goes for, I forgot her name, but like the Phoenix girl is the only one who's really good in Hollow, is the only like OP character in Hollow Cure from the EN group. Okay, I don't know why it looks so weird. I think it's maybe because I need to move the eyes um a little bit down, kind of like this. Oh yeah, and I guess femboy VTubers also basically just use a female avatar, but like their voices are also not, their voice also sound quite feminine, to be honest. So I don't think I will be able to do that either. Yeah, I think my voice is just way too deep to use like a cute avatar without people being surprised. Actually, I don't even know that many like big male VTubers aside from someone called Dream Boyfriend. But I've actually never seen his VTuber avatar, honestly. Oh yeah, I've also seen that guy appear in like another art streamer's chat. I think it was Koi Koyume or something like that. Art text trick.
Check out our text trick, he's nice.
Oh, alright. Oh yeah, maybe I should make the. I need to make the head way bigger. Oh yeah, because the head is pretty much like the closest point to the viewer. It should be like quite big, but maybe not that big. Kind of like this. Oh nice, I will check him out. Oh, hi Vicky. Okay, I'm not even sure why it looks weird. I think maybe it's this eye.
Hi.
Yeah, perhaps closer to here. Maybe that's the maybe that's the answer.
Hi, Vicky.
Okay, maybe once I put on the hat, it's gonna be better.
Hand pink waving.
Yeah, kind of like this kind of. Yeah, right. Kind of like this.
Ike Mang, maybe you got that hidden janky kawaii voice.
Oh lord. But like for real though, I've seen like professional voice actors who do like these VR chat voice trolling, and they're able to like make their voice sound exactly like that of a woman's voice, but they can't actually just sound like a cute girl. Like if it's a guy with like rather deep voice, then their voice are gonna become like a mommy voice kind of. Like they are not able to sound like a cute girl's voice. So I think that's also the same for me. Even if I do voice practice, the best I can do is probably just to turn my voice into like a mommy voice. It's not gonna be able to match my avatar either way. Yeah, there's a channel called Drew who does these really impressive voice trolling type videos. Yeah, and like his mommy voice sounds so good.
Flushed face.
And like his voice is also on the deeper side. So like I'm just 99% sure that that's pretty much what the best of what I can achieve, even if I do practice my voice. But like his voice is just so impressive because he can just turn his voice into like all sorts of characters. Oh yeah, I also gotta just gotta shift this part back. The finish? No, I have not seen it.
Have you seen the Finnish Nico Nico Nai dub?
Oh yeah, I've also never thought I would like come across it, but I actually got recommended the original Swedish fanboy, like the original video. So that was also just kind of funny.
I imagine that's how it'd be to try to sound kawaii.
Oh lol, I gotta check it out. Oh yeah, I think maybe the issue is that the face is too long. So I just gotta make it like, I guess, flatter. Oh yeah, perfect. Right. So I think I can just crop it at the moment. Alright, I guess the costume is kind of straightforward. Just need to like draw it like this kind of. Oh yeah, but it should probably go a little bit lower on this side. Kind of like this. Right. Yeah, I guess that's mostly how it should look like. But yeah, I'm having a lot of difficulty with like the face. The face alone probably took me like an hour, maybe. But yeah, the body is. I feel like the body didn't take as much time compared to the face. Oh yeah, also for some reason I'm able to follow people when I'm using phone data on TikTok. Like when I'm using my home Wi-Fi, I'm just unable to. I'm just unable to follow people. But when I'm outside, and I'm using my mobile data, I'm just able to like follow people for some reason. Like maybe my home network got flagged or some stuff. So that's why I'm having well, that's why I'm also having problem on like Instagram. But like if that's the case, then I would have no idea how to really fix it. Like it could also be because I was using a VPN. Like I was just constantly switching between VPN and ClearNet. And like maybe also because I'm not even using a normal VPN that a lot of people would use. Like I'm using Movad VPN, which I think is not a like I think if most people try to use a VPN, they would use something trash like uh, Movad, not Movad, but like NordVPN, like one of these really bad VPN that just get promoted on YouTube all the time. Like I don't think these VPNs are necessarily bad. I feel like for normal users, they serve the purpose just fine. Like if it's just normal people who don't even know how things really work and they use a VPN because they don't want to get hacked. Like I think maybe that's okay. But like the thing is using a VPN doesn't even stop you from getting hacked. Because if they're gonna click on a malware website and download malwares and execute it, like they're gonna do that regardless of whether they have a VPN enabled. So like, but even I have seen an ad for NordVPN in like a shopping mall. Like I don't even know if this was actually real life, but I just remember there was a hacker with like a bunch of text flashing by, and like it says use NordVPN to prevent yourself from getting hacked or something like that. Oh yeah, actually, what is Hosho Marine's haircut like? I think it's something like, yeah, I mean it's not too far away. Yeah, it's not too far off. So I think it's just okay. Oh yeah, I've also decided that I want to study every day, but like not on Tuesday and yeah, like when I go to school, these days I don't want to study because I'm just already super tired when I get home. But like when I don't have school, I want to like study for at least an hour a day or maybe 2 hours because that's how much time I spend drawing. And I feel like I might as well just. Oh yeah, also I was talking about at the beginning of the stream about like a Minecraft video that kind of inspired me to really start this channel and to start drawing every day, just streaming my drawing process every day. Yeah, that was a Minecraft channel, and I think the title for that was "This is your sign to go all out." And yeah, like in that video, he basically talked about a movie he saw about like a Japanese movie about like a man whose job is to like clean the toilet. Oh, hello, Lean. Yeah, that one was. I guess that video was kind of inspired me. I mean, like that video alone was not the reason I started this channel.
OMG, I think I saw that too.
Like this channel is the result of like multiple months of planning and such. But I guess like that video was one of the final pushes
Hello.
because I actually wanted to start the channel since like March of 2024, and just to give myself the courage to actually get started, I just like I just kept procrastinating. But yeah, like this is your sign of going all out. Like he basically talked about a Japanese movie where like a man, his job is to clean the toilet, but he gives everything. He gives his all. Like he wakes up and waters his plants, and then he like go to his job, and he also does a bunch of other things, but he just gives his all. Like he doesn't complain about like how much it sucks to clean the toilet. Like he just gives his all. He just gives his best effort, and he is happy. So like it's just about like whatever you're doing, you should just give it your best effort, or just to not do it at all. Like if you're gonna half ass it, then just don't do it. Like for example, create a list of things you wanna do and just cross out everything except the first one and focus on the first one. And when I saw that video, I kind of just decided that I wanted to go all out on drawing. I will I will just forget about everything else and to just focus on drawing. But yeah, I think that's also just generally it's like it's a good idea to just only focus on like a few things, and not just a few things, but like one thing in specific. So I think like that kind of mindset really helped me. Like at least now I'm just focusing on learning how to draw and on like getting into the habit of streaming every single day. And I'm not worried about anything else. Oh yeah, there's also a channel called Nico who also does this kind of Minecraft videos where he just gives life advice, I guess, while he plays Minecraft. But I think he has kind of changed his content style a little bit. Like now he's just playing Minecraft. Alright. I gotta change the canvas again. Oh yeah, probably also a good idea to crop this side a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Oh, hello, Odeline. I guess for now I just post my drawings on my Discord server sometime. But I don't have like a.
Do you have an X or somewhere you post all your art?
But I don't have like a social media other than YouTube and Twitch. Because I'm just learning how to draw. So I don't feel like it's really worth posting all that stuff. But yeah, I do post it on Discord because
Okay.
I feel like on Discord it feels less official. All right. But yeah, I also don't feel like spending hundreds of dollars making a new VTuber avatar. Because especially like I don't even plan on making money with this channel. I'm mostly just doing it for fun right now. So like ideally I would get like if I have to switch my model to like a male VTuber model, I would have to like get a free model or like something that's really cheap. Or like I can just buy a new costume for my current model, but it's just gonna stay like a cutesy chibi kind of girl avatar. So but I like I feel like maybe even just changing the style of my avatar is gonna change how people react. Because I feel like it's really like the style of my avatar, which is just like really cute, which is a huge contrast with my voice. Like maybe it's also not a big deal. Like who cares, right? But maybe it's also a good idea to have something that matches. I actually don't know. No, it's just an avatar that I bought on Pixiv Booth.
Is your avatar like an ox, or is it based off something?
So yeah, like it's not my avatar is not actually based off anything. It's just made by an artist that I like a lot. So I just decided to like buy it and use it. And I also like this avatar. Yeah, she is. But I guess I'm just getting a lot of
Oh, I
comment.
see, she's very cute.
I guess I'm getting a lot of comments from like newcomers who are surprised that my voice doesn't match my avatar. I guess it's kind of the reaction people would get from seeing a super muscular Giga Chad wearing a cute Hello Kitty shirt with like a pink Hello Kitty phone case. I mean, I think it's not a big deal. Like even in real life, I also have a Hello Kitty, like Kurumi from Hello Kitty shirt, and I just wear it without really caring. Lol.
Fam, so you just described yourself, world.
I am not as cool though. I don't have I don't have like a Hello Kitty phone case. I feel like if I get like a faux Hello Kitty set, that would be like the ultimate Chad move. Alright, see you, Silver Comet.
Well, that looks nice. And I head out now. Bye, everyone.
Oh yeah, also pirate software. And speaking of, this is supposed to be Hoshu Marine. Like someone wearing Hoshu Marine's costume. But like pirate, I just still can't get over it. Like his name is just as bad as OpenAI's name. Like from what I understood, he is supposed to be like a game developer. So like he is just very anti-piracy. Like he is even against people preserving old games. Like he's against console emulators or like just people preserving their old games, stuff like that. So like he is the polar opposite of internet piracy. So he hates piracy, but he calls himself pirate software. Like that's just ridiculous. And honestly, I don't know which one is worse, OpenAI being a closed source AI company, or like pirate software being like an anti software piracy channel. Like I guess I kind of understand, because like at first OpenAI did release some stuff open source, but like later on, when and like initially it was also just a non-profit, but like after it began like making these super powerful models like chat gpt with GPT-4, like they just went closed source. So I guess like so I guess maybe they just deviated from their original mission. Like Sam Altman kind of just corrupted the company. But like pirate software, I think he was just always called that. So like his name is literally the worst. Oh yeah, I also recently got a question in one of my computer classes. Like there was no answer for it. It was just a discussion question, but the question was asking like law enforcements can host these fake piracy websites. Like for example, you if you want to download a song, you can download it from like a piracy website, from torrent website. But law enforcement can also host these kind of websites themselves. And through operating these websites, they these are basically called honeypot, because they just passively run it and harvest people's IP address. Right. Like they're providing people with like the pirated content, but it's actually run by the law enforcement to gather like pirates' IP address. So like the question is asking whether this counts as, I forgot the term for it. But I guess like the technical meaning for it was like when the law enforcement uh coerce, yeah, entrapment. Yeah, when the law enforcement just coerce people into committing crimes or breaking the law that they would not otherwise like break.
Entrapment.
Yeah, entrapment. So like when I typed this question into Chat GPT, it says that this is not entrapment, because the pirates, like the users who wanted to pirate a song, would do it. Like they would pirate the song even if the law enforcement is not operating the website. And also that the honeypot is just passively harvesting IP, and like it's not telling people to do anything. Like that was Chat GPT's answer. Like personally, I don't. I think it is. Like, it is entrapment. Because I've seen cases where, like, the police sends emails to people, like, that links to, like, these honeypot websites. So, like, if the police sends email to people, like, for them to visit their honeypot website, like, that, this is entrapment. Because, like, if the person didn't see the email, they would just not go to that pirate website. And they might not even know about piracy at all. Like, it's because the law enforcement provided the opportunity for them to do that. But also, like, I feel like a lot of the time, these, because, like, a lot of piracy websites are relatively well hidden. Like, you wouldn't really, like, a normal person who doesn't know about this stuff wouldn't really know about these websites. But, like, these honeypots are kind of just too obvious. So, like, they are actually more easily accessible than the actual piracy websites. So it just makes it makes accessing this kind of content easier. So I feel like that's kind of entrapment. So, like, that's what I kind of wrote in my, like, discussion essay kind of thing. And, well, like, there was no right or wrong answer. Like, it was just a, like, a question for, like, my like, my class. But, like, I have actually never thought about this kind of stuff before. I feel like the only country where the police does run honeypot is Australia, from what I've heard. Like, there it's legal for the police to operate honeypots websites. But I feel like in other places, yeah, actually I haven't looked up if, like, running honeypot counts as entrapment in Canada, for example. But also, like, in Canada, it's basically impossible to get into trouble for piracy. Like, it's nowhere near as strict as in the US. Like, I don't feel like anyone can just be taken to court for piracy. I haven't heard of a case like that anyways. But I guess in the US it's a little bit different. But yeah, I guess this kind of question also depends on, like, how you view internet piracy. Because I am personally someone who is kind of pro. Hey, hello, Brent. Like, I'm personally someone who is pro internet piracy. I feel like a lot of these subscription services are just ridiculous nowadays.
Sup-
And like I do actually buy games that I play a lot. So I guess I am someone like me is just more likely to argue for piracy and say that it's not entrapment. But I guess someone who is against piracy would say that it's not entrapment.
The only things I sail the seas for are courses, lol.
Oh lol. Yeah, also courses. But like I pretty much just I guess it's an old habit from back when I was still using Tor all the time. Because like back then I was not. Yeah, anime and manga. I pretty much is just. I guess it's an old habit because back then I couldn't access
Well, anime
any
counts
of
too,
these
right?
services when I was still using Tor for everything. So like my only way to access anything at all was through torrenting. Like even free games, I had to torrent them because I couldn't create a Steam account. So yeah, I was literally torrenting everything back then. Since there was no way for me to get them legitimately. And I also don't think it's a big deal. Oh yeah, and I guess I also download textbooks because like textbooks are just such a scam. Yeah, I think textbooks is the only thing I would never buy. I think that it's just that there is a lot of corporate interest in the US. Like all the big
I'm not sure
companies.
why piracy policy is so strict in the US. I also don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, like all the big media companies are in the US. So they're probably lobbying for this kind of stuff. And I guess it's also pretty clear that this kind of thing is happening because here in Canada there is basically no punishment for piracy and no one cares. Even though we're pretty much neighbors, so like yeah, it has to be lobbying from all these media companies. But yeah, I guess something that also kind of annoys me is when people have like these kind of see as immoral to pirate stuff and they just rant about how bad it is to pirate stuff. Like it's just not a big deal. Oh yeah, also this style of drawing the eyes is kind of different from how I usually do it. This one he doesn't have like the iris. Like the iris is covered by a highlight in this one. Oh yeah, and also YouTube was really cracking down on ad blockers a few I remember just a few weeks ago. I was getting like messages when I was using uBlock Origin on YouTube that ad blockers are not allowed on YouTube. But like I haven't got that message anymore. So I guess the uBlock devs probably figured out a way to like remove that message. But yeah, like I don't feel superior to people who don't use adblock or to people who don't pirate because I do see the necessity of like people who don't use ad blockers because they are the one who allows me to freeload and to use ad blockers. Like if everyone used an ad blocker, this whole system would just like shut down. So like I'm actually grateful to the people who actually buy stuff and who don't use ad blockers. Yeah, they are important. They are an important part of the system. They allow freeloaders like me to exist. But like I am also not a complete freeloader. Like I actually donate to I do buy games that I like, and I also donate to causes that I feel like are important to me.
Lechon band.
Lol, like there was a time when there was like a Chinese international student who got like injured in a boxing match, and like for that one
I feel good about pirating PDFs, especially academic ones that they charge $200 on Amazon.
yeah, like that, like these academic books are just such a scam. And also just school textbooks. I feel like these are also just because after the course is over, I'm just not gonna touch it. So like I don't even see the point. But yeah, there was a time like a Chinese international student was injured in a boxing match, and they need a medical fee. So like I also donated to it, and like I specifically remember that one because um, when I saw like the donation list, I saw that the majority of people who gave money are also Chinese and Asians. So like it really made me realize that like the only people who are gonna help us are like our own people. Yeah, because like the list was just filled with like all the people who gave money are practically all like Chinese and Asian. So yeah, gotta help our own people, I guess. I've had it for like mm, I would say about like a year.
How long have you had the XP Pen 22?
Yeah, pretty much when I for a year and a half actually. I like at first I I just I just didn't really I wasn't really used to it. So because I was making the transition from a screenless tablet to a screen tablet. But like and at first I actually covered the screen on my XP Pen 22. But just because of how how just unusual using a screen tablet felt. But yeah, after a few weeks, I just started drawing with the screen on, and I can confidently say now that yeah, using a screen tablet is actually amazing. Like a big tablet with a screen is really fantastic. And honestly, I can't recommend it enough. So yeah, it's good. Like it's worth the money. I think the medium, the XP medium, that was like $100, around $100. I think it was around 150, 170 or something. Yeah, in that ballpark. But the XP Pen 22 was like 500, so quite a bit more expensive. But I would say it's worth it if you really are determined to pursue drawing for a very long time. Like if you're not gonna stick to it, I think it's a waste of money. But if you're actually gonna stick to it, then I think it's worth it. Because like the actually the biggest what happens the most. Yeah, I've never tried Huion, but I think But yeah, XP Pen, I've had a pretty good experience with
I was
XP Pen
considering
so far.
buying one. Not sure if I go with XP Pen or Huin, but a lot of people recommended me XP Pen.
Yeah, I actually didn't. I haven't had a hardware problem with XP Pen yet, so I feel like it's pretty good so far. Alright, I think I'm done. I don't feel like I can really add anything else, but maybe I would. Maybe it would benefit from some cropping here. Yeah, kind of like this.
I bought the Huin Canvas Pro 24 fork during Cyber Week sale, returned it because I was tired of fighting the drivers.
Yeah, I had no experience with Huon, but yeah, my general impression from people who have used it is that the quality is not as good as XP Pen.
Also was used to the Wacom Cintiq drawing feel.
Yeah, Wacom Cintiq is a really good drawing tablet, but that one is that one does not have a screen, if I remember correctly. Oh wait, it does have a screen. But anyways, I'm just gonna end it. All right, I will end it for now. See you tomorrow, I guess.
I wish Cintiq is awesome, but way too
All
expensive.
right, see you Onigiri Bite. See you Brent. I will see you.